All right, so almost a year later, the Vancouver Canucks get their man in Oliver Ekman-Larsson, but this time they also add Connor Garland to the equation as well. And what did the Arizona Coyotes acquire in return? Well, they get a 2021 first-round pick from Vancouver. That's the 9th overall pick in this year's draft. So Arizona, this is why I half like this deal for them, because they get a first-round pick, which is much needed. They need to add some good prospects to their system. They do have some decent ones coming, but I think they need to add more because they are a pretty mediocre team right now. So they could use some high-end talent, some good young high-end talent in their lineup. Not that that 9th overall pick will probably play for them this year, but maybe, a year or two down the road. They also get Louis Eriksson, Jay Beagle, and Antoine Roussel, a 2022 second-round pick from Vancouver, a 2023 7th-round pick from Vancouver as well. Eriksson, I don't know if he's going to play or if they're just going to, they're going to buy him out or what they're going to do with him. Jay Beagle, he's injured a lot. He is effective when he's in the lineup. He's a good, solid fourth-line penalty-killing guy who's great on face-offs, and Antoine Roussel is just a really hated guy. I don't really know what else to say about him. He does have some underrated skill, Roussel does too, but I don't think he is that great of a player, and Vancouver's probably happy to get rid of him. Arizona also retains 12% of Ekman-Larsson's salary in this deal as well. And for the Canucks, I kind of like this move for them, even though it puts them up against the cap, because with Ekman-Larsson, if he can return to his old form, he'll be a great player for them. Connor Garland, he is an RFA, I want to point out as well. What's he going to command? He had a pretty good season last year, so maybe he gets, a 3 to 5 year deal worth maybe something around, I'd have to think at least $3.5 to $5 million maybe max. I don't think you want to go over that if you're Jim Benning and the Vancouver Canucks. And for Vancouver, this could really strap them up against the cap in the next few years to come here, as they have to sign Pettersson and Hughes, who are both restricted free agents, and Garland too, the guy they just acquired as well. So the thing about the Eriksson, Beagle, and Roussel contracts for Arizona is they're done next year and then they're off the books, and they get a 9th overall pick in this year's draft, so 2 spots ahead of where their pick was forfeited because of all the, the shenanigans the Coyotes did, or John Chayka did before he left. That was his parting gift to the Coyotes. But anyways, they also pick up a second-round pick in 2022, which is touted to be a somewhat deep draft, I think. And for the Coyotes, they don't have to worry about those contracts after this year. And for Vancouver, they have to worry about the Ekman-Larsson contract till 2027. And I don't know how much longer Ekman-Larsson's going to be a good player. He already looks like he's been declining the last couple years or so now. So that is a bit of a risk that the Canucks took on as well. But as NHL insider Frank Saravalli tweeted out earlier, Vancouver essentially trades away one more year of pain and mediocrity to be a good team. They traded their future. Yes, they mortgaged it. It is a bit risky. They got rid of some bad contracts, $12 million worth of bad contracts to Arizona. They take on a contract in Ekman-Larsson that could be a bad contract. It's not right now. Anyways, it's getting there, but if he has another really bad year, I think you can officially say, yeah, that's a pretty bad contract. But hey, if he has a really good year, then it looks like a genius move for Jim Benning. And Connor Garland, I really like the fact that Vancouver picked up Connor Garland. I don't like the fact that Arizona gave up Connor Garland. But hey, I don't think the Canucks were going to throw the Coyotes the 9th overall pick just for Oliver Ekman-Larsson and some nobody tagging along in the deal. They had to give up another good player, and that good player was Connor Garland. And like I was saying, for Vancouver, they don't have another year of pain now. They probably are going to be a good team. They should be a playoff team now, you'd have to think, especially if Ekman-Larsson's healthy and he can play at least close to the level he was playing at a few years ago. I do think this guy can have some good years left in him. And like I said, adding Connor Garland as well, that's a great move for Vancouver. Like I mentioned earlier, he's a guy that could get them 20 to 25 goals, maybe even more depending on who he plays with. Obviously, there isn't a ton of talent in Arizona, so if Garland's around, some more talented guys like Brock Besser, Elias Pettersson, Quinn Hughes, who knows what kind of numbers he could put up. The sky's the limit for him. And one thing about Connor Garland, too, is he never cheats you for work ethic, and that's something Canucks fans are going to find out pretty quickly. So that's my thoughts on this trade. Please let me know what you all think in the comment section below. Also, please like and subscribe and share this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.